Story by Mike Thaler. Mrs. Green is sick today. I didn't know teachers got sick too. We're going to have a sub. Look how happy they all are. Whoopee! This should be fun. We'll have recess all day except for 1 hour, which will be for the party. And we won't have any homework except playing video games and watching TV. We can all chew gum, tell jokes, throw spitballs, and dance on our desk. Look at them having a party. We've got the lesson plan hidden in the blackboard erased, and all the books are buried. In an emergency, we have laughing gas and a book on hypnotism. Before noon, we'll have our substitute stuffed and mounted on the bulletin board. I hear footsteps coming down the hall. We all look towards the door. Suddenly, there's a crash. The door doesn't open. He comes in through the wall. This is not a good sign. He's 9 feet tall and his arms are full of books. As the dust settles, he writes his name on the chalkboard. Frank N. Stein. The late bell rings. We all jump up. It's time for recess, we shout. He turns around and growls. We all sit down. Roar. Mr. Stein opens a math book. We never have math on Wednesday, shouts Derek. Let's try a little subtraction, grunts Mr. Stein, picking him up. I guess that's a joke. Subtraction. If there are 15 students and one disappears, how many are left? Derek counts on his fingers. 14, he stutters. Good, said Mr. Stein, setting him down. Who's missing? It's lunchtime, shouts Randy, setting the clock hands to noon. Mr. Stein comes over and lifts him up and asks, how would you like to go to the moon? Not before noon, says Randy. Oh, I thought you said lunchtime, said Mr. Stein, grinning. I like a teacher with a sense of humor. He was going to throw him out. Well, says Mr. Stein, let's try some geography. What state are we in now? A state of anxiety, stutters Randy. Mr. Stein smiles. And what state can you wear? He asks. Dakota, says Eric. What about Pennsylvania? Asked Mr. Stein with a smile. Say, why don't we make a state riddle book? What state has the most pigs? Asked Penny. Pennsylvania. What about Oregon? Answers Mr. Stein, laughing. I raised my hand. What state did Noah live in? I asked. I give up, says Mr. Stein. Arkansas, and I smile. Well, we made made up a great state riddle book, illustrated it, and made a cardboard cover. We even missed recess to finish it because Mr. Stein isn't coming back tomorrow. I'll miss him, but we dedicated the book to him and proudly put it in the school library. And every time I read it, I think of him.